Hello everyone, this is Beatles. It's 32 back again, and this is your weekly Kickstarter report. Let's have a look at what's going on in the world of Kickstarter. First of all, new decks. The big one is the Bicycle Legacy from 4PM Designs, which have done the grids and the Necronomicons before, and these ones look amazing. And they're over 40% funded already. They're going pretty slow, surprisingly. And for some reason, they got this thing going on for 56 days, which is way too long in my opinion, because I want to get these sooner rather than later. And doing a project for 2 months, almost 2 months, is ridiculous. But anyways, they look pretty awesome. And kind of rider back-esque, if you will, similar, sort of, and I definitely recommend checking them out. We did have an early bird special where if you were a backer between midnight and 4 p.m. Eastern, you would get a custom early bird seal, and I got those, and that is done. They also have apparently also, if you pledge $50 or more, you get a free pair of dice. That goes until 11 p.m. Eastern today. So you got a couple more hours to go on that. The cards are very nicely detailed. They got indexes in all 4 corners. A few standard ones, and then some slightly different ones in the opposite corners. There's red decks and there's blue decks for embossing and all sorts of awesomeness. And the inside of the boxes match the color of the cards. That's pretty awesome. If they hit $30,000, metallic inks on all the cards and the tuck cases. $40,000, free stickers for everyone. $50,000, custom seals on both decks. And if you get to $60,000, there'll be an official backer playing card. I'm not sure if that means a new deck, a new box, or whatever. And there's all sorts of awesome stuff in this Legacy Bicycle deck. What else is new? Another deck that's new but is not going anywhere fast is the World War I 100th anniversary playing cards, 100-year anniversary. And this one features a back design. It's somewhat similar to the Ace Authentic decks with airplanes on it. It's actually a updated version of a deck from 1918 that was, I guess, made because of the war. I'm not entirely sure. And I do prefer the vintage one over the new one a lot more. There's just something about the new one I don't like. The cards, the faces are pretty interesting, fairly standard. They look like they're kind of like the Series 1800s, dirty and faded and worn out. The court cards feature army figures, soldiers and Air Force pilots and stuff like that. And there's all sorts of planes in the backgrounds. Apparently, for some reason, number cards got 4 indexes. Court cards only have 2 indexes. Go figure. Anyway, this one is... The plan also is to... This is the Flying Aces deck, and it's to honor World War One. There's going to be 3 other victory decks, one for artillery, one for tanks, and one for the navy, and one original design for the infantry. All to be printed by the USPC, and the idea is to release one every year, because the war went from 1914 to 1918, so they figure we'll do a deck from 2014 to 2018, one every year, 5 decks total. Unfortunately, it's not going to get funded at this rate. He's going very, very slow. He's looking for $13,000. He's got exactly 1 month to go. and then that's it. How interesting. They have a holiday pack where you get a deck of cards, an email notification of the gift on Christmas Eve with details of when to expect delivery, and blah blah. Cards will be delivered to the address specified by the backer. How can he even do that when his product's not even get funded? Anyways, that's that. Another new deck, and I apologize for taking too long, blah blah. Another new deck is decked out. Fast and playing cards. This one's got a ways to go. I don't think it's going to get funded. It's some designer chick thinks her artwork, excuse me, thinks that her artwork and her cards are worth $30 each. I'm not sure if they're USPC or not. I don't think they are. Features 54 hand-drawn illustrations. That's great. But there's a lot of other decks that feature 54 hand-drawn illustrations. And you can get them for much less. Including a plain art deck that was on Kickstarter. I guess you could say the Celtic playing cards. The Alchemy, the Anne Stokes, etc, 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 and those you can get for like a few bucks each. And the back design is interesting. Pretty plain, and I don't know how to describe it. If you want to go see it, check it out. I mean, there's a lot of nice looking chicks on the faces of these cards, but that's not worth 30 bucks. Another new deck on Kickstarter is the Nouveau Luxury Playing Cards by NDL Design Works. This is their first project, obviously. These cards feature completely standard faces and quote cards, although I think they might have customized the indexes slightly, and they did customize the colors on at least some of the quote cards. Custom box, obviously. The back design is really kind of floral or leafy. The cards do have, they don't have white borders, but they do have some greenish borders on the faces to match the backs. And even the Ace of Spades is completely plain. It's just a spade pin. Bam. That's it. That's all you get. Absolutely ridiculous. This guy has no idea what he's doing. He's using bicycle code cards and everything, but it's not a USPC deck. It's going to be printed by a UK company called Ivory. The same company that put the decks for DMC, which were not bad. But the guy's looking for £2,500, and apparently he's got 2,500 decks he's printing. You're telling me each deck is going to cost £1 to produce? I don't think so. This guy needs to go back to the drawing board and learn how to do math before he runs a project. And also he needs to customize the faces because nobody wants to pay £7 for a deck of cards that is completely standard. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then I think there was more crappola. I don't remember. Oh yes, there's one more crappola deck, and that one's not going to get funded. That's my prediction. Another one. And I'm just double checking to make sure there isn't any more. Oh, there's one more yet. All sorts of crappola this week. Another deck is called the Bound Premium Plain Cards. And again, it's got a very plain back design. It's purple. It's kind of like a purple NOC deck, except they added some elements. A couple lines here and there. And there's some red diamonds in the center. And it's pretty plain. The Joker's just got a mirror image B for Bound on it. And the Ace of Spades is just a plain spade pip. Fairly plain anyways. And it says Bound on it. You get it? It's the Bound deck. Whatever that's supposed to mean exactly, I don't know. Everything else, I'm guessing, is standard because they don't tell you anything else about the rest of the cards. They don't have any images. Yes, it says it's going to have regular bicycle faces, but the Joker's in the Ace and a blank card is it for customization. And he's going to have it out. It's going to be USB-C. He's only got 543 bucks so far. It's not going anywhere. It looks like one of the decks I would see on Indiegogo that absolutely never get funded. There is one more. This gets interesting. Anyways, this is from a company called Anarchy Enterprises. And their cards are called the Autocorrect Epic Fail playing cards. It's all over the name of this deck. It's going to be an epic fail, and already they've only got 76 bucks from 6 backwards. They do have just over a month to go. It ends at the end of the year, I guess. Or on January 1st, whatever it is. Actually, it ends January 1st. They're looking for 8,500 bucks. They're not going to get it. It's all about misspelled text and, autocorrect and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. They got some epic fails like Horny New Year, Exploding Penis. Already then. They're funny, but they're not very good for playing cards. All they got is indexes, and then they got a whole bunch of words on there, a bunch of text with epic fails, including "How was New Year's?" Too funny. When I pulled out the cock, it exploded everywhere. I saw it in my cousin's hair. Everyone screamed. Not my fault. She shook it up. Go back and read what you wrote. OMG, no. And then the other one is, did I miss anything in the meeting this morning? Unusual BS, but a funny thing happened. Steve broke his penis and exploded all over the table. What the F? Doesn't sound funny at all. Sounds gross. What? Look at your text. Laughing my ass off. His pen exploded. So, I mean, that's... Oh, God. And there's other stuff like beat the meat, wake up sex. Hilarious stuff. You gotta read this stuff. But the deck is bad. And it's got a one-way back design that features their logo sideways. So it says autocorrect epic fail. Not like this, but like this. Like, well, whatever. I don't have a deck of cards. But instead of saying it like, I don't even know if you can see this. Instead of having, like, say this is your card, instead of having it going like this on the back, it's going like this. So you'd have to read it like this. So absolutely ridiculous back design. But then again, you'd never use it for anything anyway. And there's lots of flames all over it too, which I don't get. It has nothing to do with the theme. Okay, I'll read two more. They're funny. You have to be at work at 8 tomorrow. What time do you want me to fuck you in the morning? OMG, Mom, what are you talking about? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I was trying to type wait. What time do you want me to wake you in the morning? Most awkward text ever. And then the other one is, should we invite Suze to come over for dinner tonight also? Sounds good, but I'll have to masturbate to beef for a few hours first. OMG, marinate. Autocorrect. Maybe tonight I should stay home. Sound like maybe you need some time alone. And then for some reason it says, laughing my ass off, his pen exploded. I don't know, they screwed up. They got their own misprint on this deck. Anyways, that's kind of funny, but not a good idea for playing cards. Interesting enough, their logo from that company, Anarchy Enterprises, looks exactly like the one that was on that horrible Anarchy deck from a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, back in October. It's the same logo, same name almost, but not even related. Just weird. Anyways, if that's it for new decks, there's old crapola this week, except for the Bicycle Legacy. If you're going to pledge for one deck on Kickstarter this week, it's the Bicycle Legacy. But don't even worry about the other ones. Go look at them for laughs or for fun, and that's it. Other updates. The Call of Cthulhu Ripping deck has 10 days to go. Fund it if you haven't gotten it yet. Go get it before it's too late. Bicycle Creepy deck has funded, although it's still got 24 days left. Sherlock Holmes decks from Jackson Robinson, 7 days left. If you didn't get them yet, go get them. Romana playing cards may be adding a gold Oracle Edition deck to it, which would be a gold version of the original. Or they might be doing that as a separate Kickstarter down the road. I'm not sure yet. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. Somehow, those 2014 playing cards series of decks, 4 decks from some random company, have gotten funded, and there's 8 days to go yet. I don't understand, especially since one deck has excuse me, one deck has copyright issues written all over it. The Cthulhu playing cards, another Cthulhu deck, which is by a company called Cthulhu Project, how original, has 8 days left and it's only 50% funded. It's not looking good. I guess there's too many Cthulhu decks out now. The Fanangled playing cards, second version, although it's still the first deck, it's got 8 days left and it is funded. The Princess Bride playing cards from Albino Dragon, just funded 3 days ago. The Crystallum playing cards from XG Productions, 8 days left, only 28% funded. It's not going to make it, as usual. For the millionth time, one of his decks has not funded. I might have said this before. If I didn't, I'm going to say it now, and I'll say it again. This guy should not be doing his own Kickstarter projects because they're never successful. Take the designs, the collectible playing cards, let them do it, and it'll be successful. He's got failures for no reason. Then again, they aren't the hardest cards anyways. The Mr. Big Bicycle playing cards, only 13 days left. It's another failure. 7% funded. That's 777 pounds, if that's enough sevens for you. And if not, there's 74 backwards. Even more sevens. Sorry, I'm just having fun. The Four Thrones Solitaire Game and Custom Playing Card Decks. 13 days to go and nowhere near getting funded. It's another failure. Kingdoms of a New World. That was funded 5 days ago. The Comic-Con Bicycle Playing Cards. 26 hours to go. Only 47% funded. The guy's been pretty silent. I don't think he's too happy with how the project is going. This goes to show that just because you have one project that is highly successful doesn't mean they're all going to be successful. The gold bicycles, they were funded a week ago. Somewhere around then. Now, the greenback playing cards has funded just today. That's awesome. And that, I think, is what I got. I'll keep you updated, of course. I'll let you know what's going on next week with more updates. Oh, Bicycle Gods of Mythology, that was funded about a week ago, and I think that's it. And I do know that Uzi is shipping out their Blue Bloods Redux decks. They just shipped mine out today. It's on their way. Excuse me, I can't wait to get it. But anyways, I'm gonna go. I apologize for the long video. I gotta get something to drink. I'll see you next time. Stay tuned. I got unboxings of the week.